Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Archonn. It's been a while since I made a video. Don't really have an excuse, but here I am back with an NU battle this time. Before I hop into it, though, I'd just like to say that uh, me and some friends are reviving a team called Rise. Some of you may know it. And we're looking for new and experienced comp players, so feel free to whisper me or mail me in game if you'd like to join. Here's my IGN. Anyways, this is a super good battle I had versus Madara in this Armored Knight tournament. Um, it was pretty intense and came really down to the wire, and I just really wanted to show you guys. Um, I sort of built this team specifically for this battle. I noticed that Madara was bringing things that were weak to Ninjask. I really like Ninjask NU specifically because of its speed boost ability. It can outspeed pretty much everything and has a lot of attack. And because it has this speed boost ability, you get to sort of bulk it up a little bit so it can take like a sucker punch or whatever have you. And then I just sort of built around that Ninjask. So I have Defog Rotom, Lantern, Scarf Blaziken mixed, comes into handy. Gligar, super good Mon and NU. And then sort of this wild card here. This is a Careful Drapion. Really, I think this set is kind of trash, but it sort of fit what I needed it to do, which was sort of be a secondary special tank and sort of, be a little utility, and specifically pursuit Rotoms. And it really does do its job this game. So let's just get right into this here. So like I said, this is against Madara, a very good player. So I'll be in the foreground here. So now looking at his team, obviously I don't like seeing Steelix. Steelix can pretty much shut down Ninjask. But pretty much everything else, I mean, aside from maybe Rotom, Ninjask can handle. So really I just got to play around this Steelix, get that thing low, and once I can do that, then Ninjask is free to sweep. So now I'm looking at his team. Rotom is my best lead here, I reckon. If he starts Steelix, I can Will-O-Wisp it, hopefully start getting some chip on it, sort of put it out of commission early in the game. If he starts anything else, I can just Volt Switch. Maybe I'd be scared of Venu. Yeah, so I'm not really worried about this team except for the Steelix, as long as I can play around it. So here we go, he starts with Quillfish, another utility mon. This thing can be kind of bulky, but that's what I like to see. That's the freest Volt Switch of my life. Now this is my first video where I'm talking about an NU game. Typically I'm playing OU. I tend to like playing NU better than OU. OU is just a little too volatile, I guess, I don't know. A lot of things that can just set up once and then sweep. Whereas NU, there's a little bit more variety. Just a little bit more variety. Is that what I just said? I don't know. Anyways, I Volt Switch on this Electros. Now I want to go into Drapion. This thing is pretty much purely getting used for utility. If I can knock off or toxic anything, it just makes Ninjask's job a lot easier down the road. Typically Electros is our special. Looking at his team, this is probably a special Electros. So I'm not really scared of like a Thunderbolt or something. So I think I go for the Toxic here. This thing's also good for like sort of bluffing. Like, he wouldn't know I'm careful since this isn't a really like common set. So he can't really tell what my moveset is. Anyways, I get knocked off, which kind of sucks. Puts my Drapion on a timer for sure. This thing would have lasted so much longer if I had that recovery aspect. But I knock off the Steelix, which is huge for me. Like I said, we got to get that thing as low as possible, as soon as possible. If not, just kill it outright. Switching to Rotom here to eventually defog these Stealth Rocks that I assume he'll put down. This is one of the best games I've played in a while. It was super fun, super down to the wire. I really thought I was actually going to lose this for the longest time, but brought it back. Hopefully you guys like it. So I go for the defog here on his Venu. His random Venu. Now Drapion's a free switch in here. Giga or Sludge really do zero to it. No, now I'm curious. I know Drapion has a pretty high base. Oh, never mind. So, anyways, it has high defenses, and we just buff up the special defense. So it is quite a good tank, as well as a good attacker. So here we go. Tank the Sludge Bomb. This does what? 10% max. Eating it up. So we get to go for another free either knockoff or I think I might click Earthquake here. Earthquake is super helpful. Let's see how much it does. It's about 20%, so just got to get a few more of those in. Obviously we knocked off the leftover, so he ain't getting that back. Go back into Rotom for another round of defogging and switching out. So you know how it goes. Typically this is how early game goes. Trading blows, switching back and forth, trying to catch openings. Go for a Will-O-Wisp this turn, I guess. Sort of try to mitigate this the healing that this Venu is going to have. And I figure I can tank a attack from it since it's probably not Sleep Powder after it revealed knockoff. Maybe it is, I don't know. Not too worried about it though. Goes for another knockoff, kind of annoying. What can you do? So since I'm faster, I'll Volt Switch out back into Drapion. Maybe get another EQ off on this Steelix. So you can see how that knockoff was huge on my Drapion. Like 2 turns of Black Sludge, I'm healed all the way from that. So he's chipping my Drapion, I'm chipping his Steelix. But I think that's a fair trade. That's pretty much all this Drapion is here to do, is just to play utility. If I can get the one threat out of the way that will allow Ninjask to sweep, you know, I'm making that trade every day. First 2 rounds of this tournament were pretty good too. You can go watch those on your own time though if you really care to. Second game, I think I made a few misplays. I definitely made a misplay at the end, but so did he. So I won anyways. And then round 4, I got haxed, as it goes, and lost the game. I got critted when I really needed to not get critted to kill a threat. You can go watch that too, I guess. It's a pretty quick battle. Anyways, I go for another Earthquake. He goes into Electros. Not super scared of this thing, so I'm just going to knock it off. Put this thing on a timer too. See how much this Thunderbolt does. Okay, that did a lot. So I do want to save this thing for pursuing Rotom. That's pretty much its primary function this game that I'll need to do. You know, if I can pursue that Rotom, get it down to half or something, I can SD up with Ninjask, maybe kill. But I know this thing's set, so I'm not really scared of really anything. Maybe a Flamethrower. I guess he has a knockoff. I don't think I was really thinking about that this game, or like at this point. A knockoff would have been kind of shitty for me here, but I don't think he hits it. Typically Gligers don't run knockoff, I don't think. I do realize I'm running 2 knockoffs here. I think knockoff, even though it's not like buffed like it is in later generations with 80 base power, I still think it's a fantastic move. You know, it just causes so much disruption. Like the Steelix probably could be at full, right? This thing could be way higher even though it's poisoned. Anyways, he doesn't knock off, gratefully for me, and I get some rocks down, and he needs to switch out now or else he'll die to toxic. So I use the opportunity to roost. Now, obviously I don't want to stay in on this thing because I could get Will-O-Wisped. Wouldn't really be the end of the world, but still not ideal. That being said, it'll probably go for the defog, which brings me, or which allows me to bring in my Drapion so I can Pursuit. Now he still doesn't really know my moveset. Like maybe I could just be a fast Drapion with Night Slash or something. I mean, if he was smart, and he is a very good player, he is smart. He probably knows that I'm special defense because of the way Black Sludge wasn't doing much. But obviously that's not really a chance he wants to take. You know, I could be faster and just clap this thing. So he thinks for a little bit, but ultimately he decides to switch out, which allows me to Pursuit this thing and hopefully put it in range for Ninjask later in the game. So this thing has fulfilled its purpose. I wanted to get Rotom down, knocked off a few pokes, you know, brought Electros down into half with toxic damage. So yeah, it's done its job very well. Now I have a few options here. He could bring in Venu, which is what he was doing earlier. And in which case I would probably want to Hex it because it would be a great amount of damage. But he decides to stay in Toxic, which was a good read. Unfortunately, he misses though. Second turn, obviously he wasn't going to stay in. I don't know why I clicked Willow there. Usually Mind Games would tell you that he wouldn't stay in, and then I would want to, you know, Hex that turn or defog. But it's alright. This thing doesn't really scare my Rotom at the moment. So I'll eat that turn, defog this turn, get good for like 25. Little unfortunate, but what can you do? Anyways, free switch in rather to Drapion again. Maybe. Or do I go? I think I might go Gligar here actually. Or I don't even remember. Let's see. Drapion would be the right call here, I think. It's pretty much don't need it anymore. Okay, good. Now, this thing can't really do anything anymore. I mean, if he didn't bring this in, like everything I would want to knock off is knocked off. Can't really Toxic any of these Mons except for this. So it's unfortunate that I'm not dead yet, because this thing starts to pose a huge threat. I don't even know what the heck this thing does still. I didn't know that it has guts. I still don't know that it has guts or not. Okay, we'll never know if it has guts. It probably has guts. So I just switch into Gligar thinking I can like take a circle throw or whatever the hell this thing does. Yeah, I have no clue what it does. But he bulks up, so like shit. This can get ugly real quick. So I have to weigh my options here. Okay, I can go into Rotom. Maybe he clicks a fighting attack this turn for God knows why. I can Will-O-Wisp. Not knowing that it's guts. And then Hex maybe, I don't know. That's looking like my only option right now. Maybe Lantern could take an attack, but what's Lantern gonna do? Just die? Lantern is super helpful for Steelix. Quillfish. So it's looking a little scary here. This thing could for sure sweep me. I could also go into Ninjask, the Pokemon that I really wanted to bring for this team. Going to Ninjask and Acrobatics doesn't kill, but it brings it damn close. Looks like I go for a Rotom here. Oh, this is so ugly. I hate watching this. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp, giving it guts. Really accomplishing nothing. In fact, I'm accomplishing helping him out. Claps me with payback. Takes first blood at 14 minutes. Alright. This is a great example of what not to do. I think Pokemon's a game about learning from your mistakes, though, right? This game is like 80% knowledge, 20% mind games. It's these little interactions, you sort of learn more about the game and become better the next game. So here I go to Ninjask to Acrobatics. I'm calcing it right now. It does like 75 or something. Yeah. So just my lack of knowledge, which is what Pokemon is really all about, sort of costs me 2 Mons. One of them is what the Mon that the team is built around. Damn, might take a long time, huh? So first I want to go for a sub. Maybe he like isn't max defense or some shit and he's scared that Acro might kill. Just want to scout a little bit. Payback obviously. Break sub at +2. Now here we go to a 50-50. I know that if I sub probably 2 more times that he's in range to kill. But then if he switches to like Steelix or something on a turn when I could have Acrobaticsed, then this will all have been for nothing, and then my Ninjask will be in Stealth Rock range from said Steelix, which would even suck more because then I don't really have anything to check this throw with. So really I just have to Acrobatics right here. And lose my Ninjask. There he goes. Goodbye. So that fucking sucks. Throw is in kill percent though. I know I'm probably faster with Lantern since this thing is max bulk. I calced. So I have a free Volt Switch here. If he decides to block it with Steelix, I can Scald or even just Volt Switch again, predicting a double switch. Going Lantern was free here. So I'm looking at his team like, alright, everything's pretty much chipped or, you know, crippled, except for Quillfish. It's not looking good for me. That being said, maybe Blaziken can make a play later in the game. I was able to get that Rotom within kill percent. Venu would get clapped, Steelix would get clapped. So now really the main threat isn't Steelix, it's Quillfish now. So he goes into his Venu. Obviously there's a free switch in for Blaziken here. I don't have like Thunder Punch because this is a mixed set. Yep. So I think I just go for the U-turn maybe? Yep, okay. Back into Lantern for another Volt Switch. So now the game is chip this thing as quickly as possible and as much as possible, so maybe a Flare Blitz or Flamethrower can kill it for the game. This is the point where I was kind of considering maybe forfeiting. I don't usually like to forfeit though. It's always good to play games out just to get more experience, I guess. I don't know. So now we play the switching game, the War of Attrition. Right back into Blaziken, which is free. I think I Flare Blitz here, maybe? Yep. See how much this does. 26%. Okay, this thing's obviously physically defensive, or if not, mixed bulk. So now I just go into Drapion to sack it. He goes for spikes though. That'll be super annoying for my Blaziken. And Lantern, that is. Which are my two pivots right now, which are sort of giving me chip. So that's a huge blow to me. Go for another Earthquake here. Obviously I want to get that Quillfish out of here. I noticed in my last video I said obviously a lot. I hope I don't say... I haven't been saying that. It's kind of hard to watch even, now that when you know you say obviously a lot. Alright. Going to Gligar here, expecting an Earthquake. Goes for a Heavy Slam though, eating it up. I don't have any defog anymore, so might as well get rocks down. I think I stay in here. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking here. Obviously Lantern, shit, I said obviously. Oh no. Here it goes. Lantern was the good switch in, because it has Volt Absorb and I don't really care about a Will-O-Wisp. I can still Heal Bell the Gligar if I wanted to, but probably isn't too great of a move. I don't even know what the hell that was. Why did I go into Blaziken? Alright. Lantern is the switch in for Rotom. Do as I say, not as I do. But going into Blaziken allows me to get a kill here, so throw's dead. Locked into Flamethrower though. So now, so obviously at this at this point, Flamethrower kills the rest of his team, thanks to the chipping I've been doing with my other Pokemon. So I go to Drapion to sack. I was hoping he spiked again so I could, you know, maybe Pursuit or even knock off again. So Drapion put in its work. Thank you, Drapion. But I use it for a sack now. So I go into Lantern for the free Volt switch. He goes into Steelix, trying to bait me into a Scald. I mean, it's not really a great play, but oh my god, I actually fell for it. Yikes. Okay. How did I win this, yo? So I see he's faster because he healed his leftovers before me. So I just have to hard switch into Gligar now. Oh my gosh, I Volt Switch. Oh. Okay, I I guess it worked out in the end. Now I get hopefully another kill with Blaziken. Suppose it was worth trying to maybe taking a Giga on Lantern since it is max special defense bulk. Kind of sucks though that I have to take all this spike damage. So he sacks his Electros. So now the game is get Blaziken in safely, get a kill, and then run away. Because this Quillfish comes into revenge. Going to Lantern though, goes for another spike layer obviously. Oh. Also I do know I just said obviously again. I think a spike layer would have been better for him there. He really wants to put my Blaziken on a timer. Limit the amount of times it can come back in. Poison Jab was not his play there, especially since it probably wouldn't even kill anything. So I go for the Volt Switch again. Now we're back to this mind game. Does he switch out? In which case I would want to Volt Switch again. Does he stay in? In which case I would want to Scald. Or maybe even just hard switch out to Gligar. Goes for the switch though. Go for the Skull. So I guess at this point I was thinking, you know, taking a Giga Drain is fine. It allows me to Volt Switch and get another kill with Blaze. Okay, so this time I hard switch into Gligar to take the Giga. Okay. Alright, let's go. Good play, good play. He was setting up his mind games, I was setting up mine. Now here he makes a huge misplay. He goes back into Quillfish. I haven't revealed Earthquake yet, so for all he knows I don't have it. But I do, so I get to Earthquake, and despite being burnt it does 20%. Which is not insignificant. And it allows me to Earthquake twice since I know I'm faster. And he goes for another layer of spikes, which is also a big misplay. He should have killed this thing and then hoped to live a flamethrower at 20%. So now I get an Earthquake a third time. And 2 layers of spikes doesn't even kill Blaziken. So a few misplays right in a row from Madara, going into Quillfish's win con, letting it get chipped for Blaze to come in and finish the game up. I guess it was a speed tie though. Weird. Okay. So, anyways, he's in kill range now, so that's GG. I come in for Blaziken and get 4 kills right in a row. So it was really looking grim for me there for a sec. What with throw, setting up. Also I'm in Blaze range, so my Flamethrower is doing way more damage. In fact, I doubt it would have even killed this Venu if it wasn't in Blaze range, since I'm max attack and vest. So yeah, I guess another lesson there is don't sack your win con. So yeah, throw was a threat, got rid of it. Quillfish was a threat, got rid of it. And then Blaziken comes in to sweep the game. So I thought this was a super fun battle, super tight. Hope you like it too. Like I said though, if you're looking for a team, or a new team even, come join Rise. We can hang out, chat. I can help you with stuff, team building, playing, whatever. You can help me even. We have some good players in here, so like Pseudo Joe. So Always looking for new members, so mail me or whisper me. But that's going to do it, guys. So thanks for watching. Maybe I'll make some more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Peace. Woo!